More promising numbers when it comes to the COVID-19 pandemic. As we could see here, average daily cases now down 72% from the peak last month in North Carolina. We're also seeing that patient count coming down. The COVID patient count is, you could see, down nearly 2,200 from its peak. 19 straight days of declines. Perhaps one reason there why several school districts are scaling back their COVID protocols. As of today, only 5 school districts in our area still have mask requirements. That does include CMS. So this comes days after North Carolina announced it would eliminate contact tracing and changing quarantine guidelines. WCNC Charlotte's Chloe Leshner is live for us at the Government Center in Uptown. And Chloe, it sounds like days in a mask could be numbered for CMS students.
Yeah, hey, Vanessa, there's potential for some change in Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools in the next week or so. And the first step towards that could happen here tomorrow night if county commissioners vote to get rid of the mask mandate that schools fall under. It's been a long 2 years of the pandemic, and some parents think now is the time for a change.
We're just for choice. We believe that 2 years into this, these kids need to be breathing freely.
Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools on a dwindling list of districts enforcing masking in the classroom. On Monday night, Iredell, Statesville, Cleveland, and Caldwell County schools all moved back to optional masking. CMS follows the county-wide mandate. On Wednesday night, commissioners will vote on possibly dropping that. Dr. Katie Passaretti, vice president and enterprise chief epidemiologist at Atrium Health, says while the percent positivity rate is still much higher than the original 5% or lower needed to drop it, we're in a different place now than before.
I think in part it's reflective of we have a higher level of community protection than we have had previously, whether from the very large number of people with recent infection, higher rates of vaccines and boosters.
The state is still recommending districts follow CDC guidance, masking in schools where the community transmission rate is substantial or high, meaning the percent positivity rate is higher than 8. It's guidance the federal government looks to as its North Star. Dr. Cameron Webb with the White House COVID Task Force says masking is still appropriate in the school setting.
I think that right now, there's a lot of enthusiasm because we've seen case numbers decrease significantly from the peak of the Omicron surge. But just to be clear, case numbers are not by any stretch of the imagination low in most places across the country.
So again, if the county drops its mask mandate, it opens the door for the schools to do the same. But the next CMS Board of Education meeting is scheduled for next Tuesday. Live in Uptown, Chloe Leshner, WCNC Charlotte.
Thank you, Chloe, for those updates.